Nominated for 5 Academy Awards, the movie Foxcatcher is a true story based on the very gripping events of 3 men who are trying to achieve the American dream. It stars Steve Carell, Channing Tatum, and also Mark Ruffalo. And our next guest is portrayed by Sienna Miller in the film, and we're happy to be joined by Nancy Shultz, the widow of Dave Shultz, the gold medal Olympian wrestler. How are you, Nancy?
Good morning. I'm great. Thanks. Nice to be here.
Absolutely. Now, I know you're over there in Los Angeles right now, so thanks for waking up so early. I'm also a little bit tired today because I was up late last night watching the film, and it's a very intriguing story that I'll let viewers, actually watch the movie. But tell us a little bit about the one thing that you would like Dave to be remembered for.
Well, I think just his charisma, his technical ability as an athlete. I mean, he really was an amazing person. He was also served as an ambassador to, when we were in sports, he went to Russia 30 times. So he was really an amazing human being, and I think Mark Ruffalo really captured that in the film.
Absolutely, and he was a very different character, especially Steve Carell and Channing Tatum. What was it like seeing these guys sort of out of their typical element in such different roles in this film?
The set was a very serious set. I think everybody took it, seriously, that they were playing real people. So the set was very grim. This was a serious story. There was a lot of makeup. There was a lot of, physical transition for all of these actors. So it was pretty quiet and severe.
And you, of course, were a consultant during the film. What was it like? What were your words of advice for Sienna playing your character in the film?
Well, they asked me a lot about the dynamics between characters. So in a scene, how was Mark relating to Nancy, or how was Dave relating to his children, or costumes, what would they be wearing at this time during the day, and things like that. So it was really nice to be brought in, but by the time I had got there, Mark Ruffalo had really gotten Dave Schultz's character down, so there wasn't a lot I could do. He had already really mastered the walking style, the wrestling, the everything, the motions, the little touching of the beard. He had really developed that character to its fullest.
Now, how about the actual set in terms of Foxcatcher Farms? What was that like in comparison to the actual real-life estate?
Well, one of the things you can see, the DVD releases now, Blu-ray and digital HD content is released as of today. And one of the things that there is in there is a making of and behind the scenes. And you can see, and we speak about the detail, the farm, the house, the cars, the clothing, everything is exactly as it was at the Foxcatcher estate.
All right, and now Nancy, the good news is that you've been able to take such a sad situation and story and turn it into a positive. You've had fundraisers and nonprofits in memory of Dave, correct? Correct,
and we do have a documentary coming out in the next probably 5 or 6 months too that people can look forward to seeing.
All right, very good. And the film again is available now on Blu-ray and digital. Where's the best place to pick it up?
I think you just look at it online. I can find the digital downloads, the DVDs, and the Blu-rays in most of the retail locations.
All right, very good. And Nancy, one final question. What's the biggest takeaway from this movie in your opinion?
Sure. Oh, I think for me, it's that wrestling, is such a great sport. It creates such wonderful human beings that go on to achieve, fantastic things in society. And it's just such a struggle for wrestlers to make it in the world and to have the support that they need.
And then, of course, your son and daughter are featured in the movie. How are they doing today?
They're doing great. They've enjoyed being a part of this. Bennett Miller has pulled them in several times. They were at the set also. They both got to play little cameos, but mostly, and Mark Ruffalo has been tremendous at maintaining a relationship with them and really making this a positive experience for both of them.
All right, very good. Nancy, thank you very much again for your time, and very sorry for your loss, of course. The DVD and Blu-ray are now available.
You.
It is Foxcatcher. Just give it a Google and find it online. Thanks, Nancy.
Thanks.